once again, you have landed on a no sight, no problem YouTube channel. In a previous video, I showed you how to change the rear axle bearing and hub on a Yamaha Drive electric golf cart. This video, I'm going to show you how to change the front rack, companion steering, and tie rod ends. And again, this is a Yamaha Drive. Very straightforward job. All you're going to need is a 17mm wrench for the tie rod nuts. You're going to need a 10mm wrench for the steering shaft yoke, and you're going to need a 13mm socket for the 4 bolts that hold in the rack. So without further ado, let's jump right in it. And I'm lazy. I brought it back to the shop and I figured, you know what, I'm not even going to take it off the trailer today. I just didn't want to. So get the nut on the bottom, which I've loosened already in interest of time. Put the nut right back on this tie rod. It's really sloppy. So anyways, your 17mm wrench will go on that nut. Then I just use an open end wrench to go on the top part to keep the tie rod itself from spinning. So I'll just hop over to the other side and unhook that. And for those of you who do not know, the tie rods go into the spindles. And if you don't know that part, then please don't work in your own golf cart. Just saying. Okay, so that's loose. I'm gonna go get my 13mm. Oh, take this 10mm socket and undo the steering shaft yoke. Let's see. That's a little bit harder to get to, but it's right there. I loosened that up already. Let me take that up with my hand.
And I'm gonna walk over to the other side to get a better, to get a better sight of that as well. So there, yeah, I can see it much better over here. All right.
We'll take that out there. I had it so loose I didn't even need my other one. This is always the funnest part to get off. So we take a screwdriver and go between the yoke and the rack and kind of pry up on it. There is spline, so sometimes they can get pretty gummed up. Let's see how easy this is going to be. We shall see here. Oh my gosh, it's lifting. What? You see this? If you see the space there already that I've created.
Yep.
All right. So what I did is I took the steering shaft out. Actually, I took it off the column itself, and then I took it off the rack, and you can see it's got a joint in either end. Now we will take out the 4 13mm bolts that hold the rack on. Take out these 4 13mm rack bolts. There's 2 in the front and 2 in the back.
Last one out there in the front.
Okay, you take that, please.
Got it.
And then
Got it.
what you do is you grab your, don't take this the wrong way, ladies, but you grab your rack on a nice sunny day and you slide it out just like this. And this is what the old rack looks like. Had a lot of play in it. Customer's complaint is that the cart was handling terrible, and she is correct. We took it for a ride and it was darting all over the road, and upon inspection the gearbox / rack was just wore out, and so the tie rods. So we're going to replace it. Alright, so this is the new rack. Let's slide it in here. There we go. Can you hand me a bolt, please?
Yep.
I'll take 2.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Isn't that a game show? I'll take 2 or something like that?
Door number 1, door number 2,
what
or
it
door
is?
number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take 2. I don't know what I'd take 2 is for.
I don't know.
Or if you're doing Jeopardy. I'll take golf carts for 200, Alex.
That's kind of funny, actually. There we go. Those are sitting in place. Got my ratchet here.
Up towards the middle of the golf cart, out there, right there.
I saw it. I saw it.
He lies to me every day. He tells me he sees it.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Just kind of want to get everything in place. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. Will you hand me the other 2, please?
Yep. In front or there we go. Okay. There you go.
Well, thank you.
Your burrs. They magically appear.
Magically delicious. That goes there.
We'll be back after he gets those all on or started.
Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back. All right, the new rack is in. All right, now we got to get the steering yoke in place. This yoke has splines at the top part where it goes onto the steering shaft itself. Then it has splines in the bottom where it goes on the rack, which you can probably see that there. What I like to typically do first is put the bottom ones in first, like so. And then unfortunately we can't get this on camera because I need Pam's help because I got to line up the steering wheel. So we'll be back in just a minute. All right, so when you put it back together, once you get your rack bolted to the frame with the 4 13mm bolts, what I like to do is the following, and it's just my way of doing it. So I'm getting fat and old. Once the rack is in place, put that steering yoke on the rack, and then make sure the wheel is straight up above, and slide the steering column or slide the steering shaft into the top part of that yoke there. And it's really important. You're going to want to make sure your wheel's straight and center in the car, and then you're going to want to make sure that your rack and pinion is fairly straight as far as alignment goes too. And when you go to put the bolts back in the yoke, there is a groove in the steering column itself and the groove in the gear coming out of the rack. You're going to want to make sure that the bolt slides through nicely. Shouldn't have to fight anything. Come on, baby. There we go. Oops. And yes, that turns, so you're gonna there. Those two are tight, so now I will go ahead and get some tie rod ends on here and get it aligned. So hold on first. Let me make sure I'm...
Diesel's slowly making his way to you.
Is he?
The ass is making another appearance.
My buddy.
What's up, Diesel?
Hi, bud. Come here. Come here. Hi, where are you?
Almost to him. Right there.
Hi. You can put that in if you want to. Hi, buddy.
What, the ass petting the ass?
Uh-huh. Hi. Hi. How are you? I gotta get back to work. Something you should be trying.
What's up, Diesel?
So these are your tie rod ends. And there's a left-handed and right-handed thread. So you can see that. I'm gonna try to, I like to thread them all the way on and then back them out just to make sure that everything works nice and easy.
He's using the trailer as a scratch.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's itching himself.
Show people what you were doing, Diesel. Nope, he's done now, I guess.
He don't want to be on camera today. Okay, so that one threaded on nicely, so I'll go put the other one on the other side. Hi, nice ears. Nice ears, buddy. For my blind subscribers, I am standing here getting a tie rod out of the package and petting the donkey at the same time. And his name is Diesel. I forget what color he is, but Pam can tell you.
It's a dark chocolate.
What's up, buddy?
Almost black. Way around. Way around. Do a Kelvin.
Threads in like that, so they are working beautifully. Okay. Alright, so we got it somewhat aligned. And I'm just putting the nuts in the bottom of the tie rod ends, and these ones actually are going to be a 18 for the nuts and 17 for the tie rod itself to hold it in place. So come in here underneath this boot, get that 17 on there just like that, then 18 down here.
Grunting needs to partake in it as well.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it needs to be part of the installation.
We can arrange that. That's my torque wrench. Ready? There we go. And then always put your cotter pins back in, so when you're doing 200 mile an hour chasing your drunken buddies down, so you don't want your tie rods falling off. That, then you just pull this back over. There we go. Just like that. There. Then an off chance if that tie rod nut happens to come loose, it's not going to come out of the spindle. That's a problem you don't want, I promise you. Uh-huh.
Just like that, folks.
Some days you're the...
What is it? Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield,
Yes.
and some days you're both.
Yeah, right. See, I don't know if you can see that on video, but there's a hole in there.
I can't see it. Is it on the back side?
Goes all the way through, see?
Oh, there we
Just
go.
like so.
All right.
And you just take and get this kind of lined up.
And people use pliers usually to bend those back? Because not everybody has superhuman hand strength like you do, Steve.
Dude, it's savage strength.
Oh, Savage Steve, that's right. Savage Steve.
And there we go. And now you know how to change out the rack and pinion / gearbox on a Yamaha Drive electric golf cart. I believe this year is from 2008 all the way up to 2016, if memory serves me correct. I hope some of you found that helpful. If not, yeah, well, you know, there's other videos out there. Anyways, just kidding. I appreciate all your support. Till next time, we will freaking see you later.